people that have historically oppressed, beat, hurt a lot of working class people of color.
Now at 5, emotions running high outside an Alameda County courthouse as the officers charged in the death of Mario Gonzalez make their first appearance in court. Why both parties are now pointing the finger at the district attorney who brought the charges.
I'm incredulous given the fact that the DA's office thought enough to file this case. However, they don't have the materials assembled.
This recall with Pamela Price, I think they're trying to be strategic around that.
KTVU Fox 2 News at 5 starts now.
Good evening on this Friday. I'm Christina Rendon.
And I'm Greg Lee. It was in April of 2021 when Mario Gonzalez died after being restrained on the ground by 3 Alameda police officers.
His death drew comparisons to that of George Floyd. It also renewed calls for greater accountability in Bay Area policing. Now, more than 3 years later, those 3 officers have been charged with manslaughter.
New at 5 tonight, our crime reporter Henry Lee is live at the Alameda Police Department with the latest. Henry?
Well, this case has certainly taken many twists and turns. The 3 officers were initially cleared by the previous DA and now charged by current DA Pamela Price, who has pledged to prosecute alleged police misconduct. But today, it seemed like everyone on both sides of the issue were upset at her. Police officers James Fisher, Cameron Leahy, and Eric McKinley made their first court appearance Friday on charges of involuntary manslaughter in the death of Mario Gonzalez in Alameda. They did not enter a plea in a case some say was undercharged.
For a case like this, a case that not only it was on video, that it was a murder committed, and the charges aren't even murder, it's actually manslaughter. That's only a 3-year minimum, and that's a huge, huge problem.
The 3 men were working as Alameda police officers when they restrained Gonzalez near Park and Otis in 2021. An initial autopsy noted that Gonzalez was under the influence of meth and was obese. But a second autopsy commissioned by his family says he died of restraint asphyxiation. In charging the officers, Alameda County DA Pamela Price reversed a decision by her predecessor, who had cleared them of wrongdoing. Even so, everyone seemed critical of Price on Friday. Julia Fox is an attorney representing Fisher, who's seen here and is now a Contra Costa County Sheriff's deputy. She accused the DA of baselessly charging the officers out of desperation because she's facing a recall.
It is so riddled by, crippled by reasonable doubt that I very much look forward to that reality only being affirmed by a jury should we get that far.
Attorneys for the officers have blasted Price for what they call a political prosecution.
Traditionally, the elected DA is acknowledged as the honorable DA, and I think that her actions, certainly in this case, are anything but.
Gonzalez's mother, Edith Arenales, and relatives also attended the hearing, as did law enforcement officers. Edgar Sanchez once taught Gonzalez in Oakland.
To be in there with a room full of police officers, including the ones who murdered Mario, it was not easy. And so, but we always stand tall as people.
Officer Leahy, seen here in a department post recognizing him for DUI arrest, is on paid leave, as is Officer McKinley, seen here reading to children. Now, the city of Alameda has agreed to pay more than $11 million to settle lawsuits filed by Gonzalez's mother and son. These 3 officers are not in custody, and they will return to court on October 11th. Live in Alameda, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
All right, Henry, thank you.